Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. And thank you for watching, like, and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, please do so right now. I hope all is well. And I do want to do a quick video on some of my raw thoughts from, what was yesterday's date? Today's December 7th? Was it December the 7th of 2015. And I thank you for making this video a part of your day. And these thoughts are obviously no particular order whatsoever. You look at Sasha Banks, that match that she had versus the Bellas, Sasha Banks and Naomi. It's really hard to, it's almost, who is the face and who is the heel? I know I said this before, but who is the face and who is the heel? When Brie Bella was doing the yes kicks, the crowd was doing no, no, no. So the crowd is confused. And it just seems that, I don't know if this is the way the WWE is doing their booking on purpose, or they just lost. You know, you look at Sasha Banks, I know she's good. When I say good, okay, I know she's great in NXT. Let me rephrase that. I know she's great in NXT, good in WWE. And what I mean by that is that if you look, they almost domesticate wrestlers when they come up from NXT. Domesticated. Look how Sasha Banks was fighting. Not the type of matches you see in NXT that she had against Bayley. Right? Get it. We watch it, you see what I mean. Nothing compared to it. Charlotte Flair, speaking of just being confused, this Charlotte is supposed to be a heel now, it looks like, because it wasn't cutting for her as a face. But was The Miz supposed to be a face because he said, and now look who I have in store for you, Paige, when she came out. Usually when that happens, you introduce a face, not a heel. So I'm just totally confused. Are we supposed to cheer Paige? Are we not? Now, is The Miz with his segment, was he a face? Was he a heel? It was just so damn confusing. Confusing seems to be the theme of this night. Confusing also, why would Titus O'Neil a face when he's in a semi-feud with Stardust? When Alberto Del Rio came into the ring, why would he say, look out, Del Rio? Why? Why would you say, give a heads up to a heel? I maybe because he's feuding against Stardust. I just don't get it. It's not something a face would say. You understand? Speaking of face, Dolph Ziggler, once a huge face, seems like now he's lost all his momentum. And I said it last week and I'll say it again. He's lost all his momentum. When he got his offense in, it was a splattering of applause. With that being said, why was this match 15 minutes with no reaction for Dolph Ziggler? Speaking of no reaction, that last segment on Raw where you had Sheamus and Roman Reigns, Oofa, tater tots. What the heck is that? Rumor is that crowd was leaving the audience, but what in the world is that? Tater tots? Really? Can we do a little bit better, please? I understand creative rights, a lot of this stuff, but you gotta make it your own. And at least if you see the script and you know that it sucks, make it improvise on the fly. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Sink or swim. You gotta have confidence in yourself. Jeez. Now I know Sheamus has been around forever, so he has no excuse for a bad promo as well. But Roman Reigns, I was defending Roman Reigns, but that was just a horrible promo. Horrible promo. The promo with Sheamus in the beginning, opening up Raw with the League of Nations was decent until he said there's no reason to include any Americans because they're stupid. That's when he lost me. Like, really? That's the line that you could use? But League of Nations, League of Nations has Rusev in there. And to me, I just get the feeling that, because Lana, based on her Twitter, just keeps on trying to defend what she did and saying that she's engaged to Rusev when they were in the middle of that storyline. I just see Lana being punished. Maybe comes out sometime in a storyline that Lana really wasn't telling the truth, and that she really did mess around on Rusev in storyline, and that she has a fake accent, something along this line, to kind of just throw Lana down a peg or two or three. League of Nations, in that first segment, you had League of Nations, who then was confronted by the Wyatts, heel versus heel faction, kind of weird as well, confusing. And then you had the team of Roman Reigns with the Usos and Dean Ambrose. And then you've seen a reunion of ECW, Rhino, Tommy Dreamer, Dudley Boys. Rhino still looks good. Remember when he came up with ECW in the late 90s, still a young guy. So he's still relatively young. He looks good. He's just been in mid-card, pretty much all his career, but he's a good wrestler. I think he could, he brings some value. He was in NXT, and I think he'll definitely bring some value to this feud and with WWE for whatever may lie ahead. Last thing I kind of want to mention, again, it's confusing. When Sheamus again said there was no good Americans to keep in his faction, why would New Day then come out segments later, cut a promo, who are American, and put over Sheamus? Confusing. League of Nations, again, Alberto Del Rio, what is going on with Zeb Coulter? Why are they breaking them up? I know they dropped the Mexican-American gimmick, but now it looks like they're teasing a breakup. What was the point of bringing them together so early? Is it the chemistry that's not working? With Del Rio's pending feud with Jack Swagger, how cool would it be if they could work Kurt Angle making his WWE return to join Team USA, a new faction? Just some of my thoughts from Raw. I hope all is well. Look forward to speaking very, very soon.